We have our YouTube and Facebook community also joining with us. So we'll be analyzing the market first. As I said, we are seeing the global indices are doing quite well. We are seeing the Nasdaq is up by 3%. European markets closed up by 2%. Yesterday, Nifty and Bank Nifty gave a very strong closing. So I think the view remains bullish from the current levels. I think somewhere we have found a very good base on the downside. The Omicron virus, there has been a positive news that it is not very severe. It is in fact less severe than the Delta variant which earlier had come. So I think positive triggers for the entire global markets. Plus we have our RBI policy which is going to be announced today. So after that, even Bank Nifty might see a good move. As I said, on the rate front, RBI will keep its status as status quo. So there will be no change in the rates. The main thing that will be watched is the inflation commentary. What is RBI tackling and how it is tackling the inflation front is what we are going to see. So I think on both the indexes, Nifty and Bank Nifty, the view remains positive. We'll discuss on the charts as well what the chart is trying to tell us, and equally we'll see if we can deploy something on Nifty or Bank Nifty as well. So first we'll go to the TradingView website. I will open the chart of Nifty. This is the chart of Nifty that is on the daily front. What I'm seeing over here, we had already seen, if I look at the Nifty chart over here, it is entire picture. If I talk about from these levels, from the fall till the current levels here, it was clearly trading in a downward trend over here. The trend was always down for Nifty. Now it is showing me first sign of reversal over here, that we might test this zone over here on the upside, where this could be the 17,800 is the level over here. But there are multiple hurdles on the upside first which Nifty has to cross. My first hurdle on the upside is 17,500. This is my first hurdle which needs to be crossed over here, which could be my first target also for Nifty. Once we cross 17,500 decisively, then we are heading towards these next levels of 17,800 on the upside. Now, what has happened in Nifty since the past 5 to 6 days? Let us try to figure out. Over here, when you can clearly see Nifty in this case, on the technical front, if I tell you about, there were multiple things that were formed in Nifty. This was at the support zone where a doji candle was formed, which indicates indecisiveness. Whether the buyer were more stronger or whether the seller were more stronger, there was no conclusive. The market was neutral over here. Then an inverted hammer kind of a candlestick got formed over here, which is a bullish indicator for me. But a bullish, an inverted hammer indicates these were the sellers who were trying to bring the market down, which was again coinciding with this resistance zone over here. Then on this day, what we formed over here was a dark cloud cover. That's called a candlestick pattern, which was formed as a dark cloud cover. But I will not give any significant relevance or importance to this bearish pattern. The reason behind this is a dark cloud cover is formed once there is a steep uptrend, and then a reversal candle is formed where the markets could go down. But here already the market is trading in a downtrend only. There was hardly any up move in the market over here. So this dark cloud cover doesn't have any significant relevance over here. Once we break above this high, which is 17,500, above this dark cloud cover high, expect further short covering in the market, and we can see further upside, which could take the markets to this trend line, which is the resistance zone of 17,800. So from the current levels, we are seeing bullishness in the market over here. As I said, my yesterday's low, that is of this candle low, that is 16,987, will act as a strong support for me. I will be bullish as long as market stays above 16,987. My first target will be this, that is 17,500, as I said. And if we sustain above that levels, then the next target is directly 17,800 on the upside. So bullish on Nifty at the current levels. The levels, as we do as a protocol, what we write down over here. So we'll write it down on the Excel sheet. that my support for Nifty is somewhere around 17,000. My immediate resistance is 17,500 for Nifty on the technical front. So the range is big, but I think the biases remains on the buy side. We have to keep a buy on dip approach in the Nifty index. If somebody wants a near-term support and finds the support to be very far, go to the hourly candle here, and this line will now become my new support zone from where it was tested, that is 17,135. So if somebody wants a near-term support, then I think 17,135 or this candle low, that is 17,150, should act as a support for me. So if you want a near-term support, I will just change it down since the range is quite broad. 17,150 is my support on the downside and 17,500 is my resistance on the upside.
Register for our free webinar. Download our app today. Link in description.